Hi guys, this is an overview of hotel management system developed using C# with SQLite. I just want to show you guys how this works. Okay, we can always reset. There we go. And we have our date picker there. So let's assume we want to select any of this data. Let me select this one. Those are the information. Supposing we decide to print. Hit the print button, and there we go. All you just need to do is to click on print. I don't have a printer on my system, so I'm going to cancel. And one other thing we can do is we can always add new data. Let's click on reset and add some new data here. Okay, let's assume the customer reference number, and the name is Josh. This is Josh Anderson. Address of Anderson 19. It's a Hilltop. Hilltop Close. Postcode. A mobile number. Email address. It's a Josh at gmail.com. Josh is male, and date of birth of Josh, let's just change this. And nationality, let's go for maybe India. Let's say passport. And how long will he be in the hotel for? Or how long has it been in the hotel? 16 to maybe next month. There we go. You can see that it's officially calculated here how many days he will be in the hotel for. Okay, so let's come right down here. Meal. Alright, he wants to search for 3 meals and single, and right here room number. There we go. Room number is selected, and telephone extension is added as well. So all we need to do is add new and total. So we have 72 records here, so let's click and let's scroll right down. We have number 73 there. That is Josh, and we can just keep adding and adding. So if you come right down here, we can see Josh information here. That's it. That is everything about Josh right there. And one other thing that you can do is you can always click on any of this row, and you see what happened there. You see the customer's details. So what I am going to do right now is I'm going to take you guys straight to C# development environment, and we'll put one of these together, guys. Okay, let's start a new project. I'm just going to exit out there. Welcome to C# SQL Hotel Management System. I'm going to click on Create New Project, and right here select C#, and let's click on Next. Now let me give it a name. I'll just call it CS_hotel_DB. There, and I'm going to click on Create. Now that my development environment is ready, I'm going to go to the properties here, and let's change the size of this form to 1386 by 788. Press enter. And now let's come straight to the toolbox here, and let's select plain. There we go. Right, I'm going to enhance the size of that very frame. First thing first, let's come in here where we have border style. I'm going to make that fixed 3D. Now just copy it across. Copy, and one more. There. Now the very first one there, this very one, I'm going to change the size of that very one to about 394 by 649. And this second one, I'm gonna move this one down. That's the third one. This second one, that's number 2, as you can see the name there, and 2, and that I'm gonna make the size. Let's go for 946. 946 by 482. There we go. Now the next thing I want to do is go back to the toolbox, and right here I will need data grid view. Click on my data grid view and just drag it in here all the way. There we go. Bring it down. There. And this third plane, let's come right here just and extend it that much. Right. And here I'm going to add some text box and labels here. Let's come down here. We need label. Okay, text box first. Then we need labels. Right there. Then we need buttons as well. Copy, come right down here. I need about 4 of those. Hold on to your control, drag, and copy as well. Right, those are my buttons. Now these labels and text box, let's enhance the look of both components. Make that about 16 bold. I'm just going to copy it across. There we go. Now we need one more here. And about 7 there. So let's just enhance this that much. And I now need, I'm going to grab a combo box here. Right there. One combo box here. Right underneath the combo box, I'm going to need date time picker. Let's come right here. Date time picker here. Then I need 2 of this. Copy to combo box. Right. And right underneath that, I need 2 date time picker, 1 here and another one, and 4 combo box. Hold on to your control, click and drag. Another 2 more. There. Okay, we now need to change the name of each component. So I'm going to start with the very first one there. That's going to be, the label is going to be known as customer reference. And the text box name, I'm going to call that txt customer reference. Next one is first name. And this is going to be known as txt first name. Surname. And the same thing applies to the other one here. Text box. Okay, I believe you guys get the whole idea. I'm just naming the component. So I'm going to come in here first and let's just copy 4 of these. Yeah, 4 of these. Let's copy. Yeah, go down to the control, click and drag, drop it there. We really don't. I'm going to change these ones to labels. Copy this label, move it here, change the size of that label or the border style. I'm going to make it fit 3D. Auto size has to be false, and back color I'm going to make that white. I will now get rid of the text content on it. There we go. Select it all and just drag it that much. Right, and I will just name each component and get back to you guys. Alright, I finished with the naming of each component. Okay, so each component with their label name was given to the text box or the input device each. So if I run it now, this is what you guys will see. Okay, look at the various names anyway. You can see them up here or right here. There. I did not give this one a name, datetime picker, but each of the combo box has a name, and the buttons as well. This one is called BTN total, BTN print, BTN reset, BTN exit, and this is LBL date, LBL tax, LBL subtotal for total, and so on. Okay, that's it. So we need 2 objects. We need a print, let's call it a print document. There we go. And we also need a print preview as well. There we go. Yeah, those are the 2 objects. Select the print preview and come to the properties here where you have document. Change that to print document. Okay, this very print document, you must assign it to the print preview. That's done. Now, one other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to select each of these combo box and let's come straight into the properties here. You see where we have items. Click on that and I will change the item we have in there as follows. So that's females and male. There we go. And this one, countries. I'm going to enter some favorite country that watches my video, that usually watch my video. As United States is there. If your country is not there, don't worry about it, you'll be there one of these days. United Kingdom, India, and there's many more which I'm going to just speed up. And right there guys, those are most of the countries that usually watch my videos, or some of the countries that regularly watch my videos. And bring it down. There we go. There's many more. It's just that it will take a long time. And thanks to you all. Okay, now I'm going to come in here. You see where we have a proof of ID. Click on that and let's enter proof of ID. Let's say student. Student ID. We'll go for passport, pilot license, driving license. There, I think that will do. Right, let's come in here. You see male. In there, I'm just going to enter 1, 2, or 3 bills. There, that is fine. And the next one is room type. So let's say the room type is going to be single, double, or family size room. There we go. Right, so we have the male, we have family size room, single, double, and so on. And in here, this one is going to be room number. That would be 001, 002, 003, up to 0010. And there we go. Those are the room numbers. And I've also repeated the same thing for the extension. The extension is just one 1001, 1002, and so on up to 1010. Now, what we're going to do is, you see this extension, anytime you click on it, I would like it to change and give you the telephone number. So you can always say if, oh, let's use try. Okay, let's use try there. And if there's any problem, it will just default to the error handler. So right in here, I'm going to start by saying if, let's say, combo.text equals 001. Okay, then we also want, and we don't enter curly braces here because it's going to be long. So we also want CBO room extension dot text equals 1001. So that is the very first one. Then I will enter semicolon here. So that's my very first condition. Okay, right. You guys can notice this error here, so I'm just going to take care of that. Let's say catch. What is that going to be? That's an exception. I'm going to make it exception EX. So that will be the default message that will pop up in, that I'll enter in here. So the default message, I'm just going to use a message box dot show the following message, and that is going to be room number selected, or room and telephone number selected. Okay, or select. Let's say room number and extension. There, that will do. Let's get rid of this and come right here. I'm going to make that my first condition. My other condition is, I'm going to just say message box. Okay, message box button, we're going to need that. Let's say just okay. There's going to be one more condition anyway, then the other one is going to be message box icon dot information, and there. Let me enter one more condition here. This other condition is going to be for my, let's just call it hotel system. Hotel system. That's just like the title. In total, I have 4 conditions in there. Okay, this is just my message, title, condition number 3, condition number 4. Okay, and that is if there's any error. Now, in here, I decide to run this way, or enter the code this way, just because I need some room. Or you can just do this. This is what I've done. Let me show it to you so that you understand it. That is it. That's all. But I just decided to put it in one line. Okay, I'm going to get it back the way it was. Now, I'm now going to use else if the selection made. Let's copy all of this again. Come right down here. Else if okay, else if it is 2, if it's 2, then this one becomes 2. Let's put a space in here so that you guys can see what I'm up to. Alright, let's copy that. That's for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so we're almost there now. So this one is going to be 3 and 3 here. 4 and 4 here, 5, 6 and 6, 7, 7. So we need 3 more. Move it down. Just 3 more now, and that'll be all for the copy paste. So that is 8, 9, and 10, and this one will become 10, 9, and 8 up there, and that's it, all done. So that is taking care of that particular system there. Right, so let's run this program and you see what I'm talking about. Right, if I click on room, yeah, you see that automatically just allocates you your telephone number. But if I come in here and click on this, nothing changes. You see that? Okay, so what we're doing is we need to write the same lines of code for the very one over there, just change things around. So I'm going to, first of all, let's double click on this and just copy and change the names around. I'm going to copy everything in here, copy there, and come right down here, double click on this and paste that same line of code that I've just copied. But instead of me leaving all of this messaging there, I'm going to do one thing. I just come in here, get rid of every single message in here, or this very one, and just change it to ex.message. Okay, so the system will actually generate a message for me. You understand? So you see this small arrow. Let me undo that. You see what I'm talking about. Okay, if you notice earlier on, look at this line underneath here. It's telling me that local variable was not used. So that is why I got rid of this my own message and enter okay ex.message, which means the system will actually provide us with a message. Now the next thing I want to do is just to change this around. So in that case, the name of this will be here, which I have to repeat the same thing for every single component here, and this one will become number. Then I'll change this one to 1001 and this one become 001. So I'll repeat the same thing for every single one there. And this message as well, I'm going to get rid of this that I entered earlier and just say ex.message. That looks much better. Okay, now let's take care of this one. Let's change the whole lot. And now this one is that, and this one becomes number. And we just change it around, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done. Okay, the second component is taken care of. Have a good look at the lines of code. Come right down there. Alright, that's fine. I'm just going to copy this for my, let's copy that. I'll use it for message box. Let's say we'll come in here, we'll use it for exit. Double click on exit, and I'm going to start by saying try, and if there's any error, I want the system to display the following message. But in here, I'm going to declare as follows. Let's say dialog result as exit. Enter, semicolon there. Now, I exit equals message box and so on. Let's grab this, copy paste it right there, equals message box, and in here I'm just going to enter my message, confirm if you want to exit. Yeah, and that takes care of that. Let's press enter here so that you have it in 2 lines. And if I exit equals dialog result.yes, then we want the system to exit application dot exit there. So that should take care of my exit lines of codes. Okay, so this one should be double, yeah, so that takes care of the exit lines of codes. Right, now let's have it go out. Reset, double click on reset. With the reset, I'm going to use a try catch as well. Try there. The reason why I'm using this is if there's any error, instead of the system to crash, it will just give me an error message. So I've just copied the try catch message. So in here, I'm going to first of all use a for each control with txt in panel, because I have all my controls on the panel, dots controls. That's for the very first one. So what I then want you to do is, let's enter a curly braces. What I then want you to do is, if it does have anything with txt, because most of my text box started with a txt, so then it's a text box. In that case, anything that starts with txt, get rid of the text content on it. Okay, so that is going to be text box. If it's txt, then we want it to get rid of, clear whatever we have in there. And that's it. So this should clear anything we have on the text box. So if I run it, this is what you guys will see. There we go. And let's enter whatever this text box. We should be able to clear it at one go, but all of this I won't be able to do anything yet on these ones. So text box, there we go. Now let's take care of the combo box. So I'm going to copy all of this, copy, paste it right underneath here. Instead of text box, change it to combo box, CBO. Okay, and change this other one to CBO as well, CBO and CBO in here. In the case of CBO, this has to be .text, and we have to clear that. Equals clear. But the other thing is, we must change the object or the component. That is a combo box. Right, we must enter the right object in here. So this is a combo box as well. Paste that in there. So we should be able to reset the combo box now. One other thing that we can reset right away is, we might as well get those ones done now. So this is for text box, this is for combo box. But the other one is something like, I have label. I can also make one for label as well. But the problem is, it will clear out all of my labels. So I might as well just go for individual, because these labels, I use them as a display. So .text equals there. That is the very first one. The second one is going to be the tax. Paste. And LBL subtotal. Paste. LBL total. Paste that as well. So that takes care of the clear. Now we also need to reset. Let me reset the date and time picker. So for the, I have 3 of those in there. So I'm going to say date time picker 1 dot reset text. That's it, done. Enter parentheses, and there. That's the first one. Okay, just copy that. So that means we can reset, we can change things around there. now 2 and 3. There we go. So those lines of code take care of my clear function. Look at it from there down here. That's beautiful. Now let's run it and see how it all works. There we go, guys. We enter some data in here, and let's select something in here, female. The date, I'm going to change that to about 21. Oh, let's change it to something totally different. Yeah, that's fine. Nationality, okay, Australian. ID is a student, and here change it to that, and let's go to June or July. Select whatever in here, 2, and right here double room number, and there we go. You see the room number automatically appears. The only one we can't take care of is this one because they are all labels. Okay, let's click on reset. I expect this date picker to change back to today's date, which is 24th of May 2020. Reset. There we go. Look at that. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.